Welcome to Coding Literacy Flakes 20 of 40, CSS Part 6, Basic Magazine Structure. Okay, first of all, let's fire up a text editor. I'm using Notepad++, and we'll start our documentation. Now, we're going to use HTML5, so doc type HTML, and that's a browser now using HTML5. We'll start the HTML code here, and we'll finish off the HTML or web page right here. Okay, then we'll do some behind the scenes stuff. So head starts there, behind the scenes, and head off. That's the closing behind the scenes instructions. And in front of the screen, sorry, we'll do body on and body off. Okay, so that finishes off the behind the in front of the screen. Okay, we're going to use another language besides HTML. We will use CSS, so let the browser know we're using a language. In this case, we're using CSS. So this is CSS indication to the browser. It starts there. There's our basic structure. Okay, we're going to design a magazine. Now, with a magazine, we have a starting point. Now, with CSS, star means what? Where do we? It's initiation. So initiate the margin, and it's going to start at 0 with a padding, an outside padding of 0. Okay. Now that's just saying that we're going to start right at the top right-hand corner. Oh, sorry, not top right-hand corner, top left-hand corner, and we'll work downwards from there to do our publication. And padding means between the margins and the text there'll be no spaces at all, so it'll be a tight fit. Okay, I'll use a selector, an ID selector in this case, and I'll be using a wrapper. Now I can make a any name here and call it a wrapper. It's going to define the space in which I want my magazine to appear on the screen. I don't want the full screen, I want a section of the screen. So the width of the wrapper, to wrap up all the divisions, I'm going to divide the screen to little pieces of text and information and move them around wherever I want to, like I do in proper magazine productions. But my wrapper, the whole division is going to fit within this wrapper. I'm going to set it at 1040 pixels. You can set whatever you want. And the background color for the whole entire wrapper, the space between the divisions and text and information, the background color in this case I'm going to make it red. Oh, not red, yellow. Let's make it yellow. Okay, there we go, because I'm going to do an Adelaide United magazine here. Oh, sorry, I'm going to this part as well, wrapper, and the margin in the wrapper is going to be 0, and it's going to be auto detected. And these codes, these publication codes, you get from CSS, from W3 Schools. Okay, that's going to set my wrapper definition. Now, I'm going to now set up a header for my magazine. I'll call it whatever I want. I'm going to call it header, and I want to do my declaration block here. I would use the background for the header. This is a CSS code, and I'll make that red for Adelaide United. Okay, and I'll have the color for the text. I'm going to set that at blue. Okay, and the text, I'm going to center it. So text align, center, spelled the American way. Remember, it's going to be spelled the American way. That should set my header. Now again, all these CSS codes you get from W3 Schools, a whole batch of them there. Column. Now I'm going to define this as a column left. This is not a CSS code. This is what I've called it. It's a name I've given this particular section. And the width of this, I'm going to use part of my wrapper. My wrapper is defined at 1140. Part of that wrapper is going to be 300. I'll use 300 pixels to the left, and I'll make it float. Now, float means in CSS, it means that you always float it to the side you want. I want to float to the left. If there's nothing on screen, it's all relative, it's not absolute locations. If there's nothing on the screen, you're going to go to the leftmost. But if you've typed a block, a text block that say uses 100 pixels, the next available left might be 101 pixels. That's where it starts typing this block in. Okay. The point of this is that when you adjust the screen sizes, the columns float around to adjust accordingly. So float left, float to the left, most available spot. Background color for this block is going to be, let's make this background color for this particular block. Let's make this, I don't know, red. Okay, that's red. Get those colors from the color picker if you want. A lot of little pickers, a lot of little color pickers around on the internet you can find to get the hex code for it. Also here, I'll make the text color for this blue. Okay, that finishes that declaration block, and I'm happy with that particular block of text. The next one, let's call this one column center. I'm going to spell the Australian way, the center. Okay, I give whatever name I want. I want the Australian version of that. Now width. The width for this column is going to be 530 pixels. It's going to float to the left. It's going to have a background color of oh no, I don't want the colors there. Let's just leave it float to the left, and let's make the text align. Left. Let's make the text align here, align to the center. Now center is going to be spelled the American way. Finish off with a semicolon. That's the end of that declaration block. Okay, let's do another one. There's going to be an ID selector as well, and it's going to be column right. I named that this is what the name I've given it. Could be any name I could give it. I've decided. And this one is going to be a width. Let's make it 310. There's only 310 left. If you add these up, 300, 530, 310, it should come up with a total of 1,140. That's this basically dividing the wrapper into different sections. I've got 3 columns, different sizes for my magazine. Okay, float left, whatever's available left. Start the block of text. Okay, and let's make this color. Let's make the color red. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that makes it red. End of my declaration block. And the last thing I need from my section is the footer. Let's call it footer. The footer. Okay, here it's going to be clear. It's going to be both. Now, clear both means I'm not going to float to the left, and because I float to the right, regardless of where left and right is, you're going to start a whole new section on the wrapper. It's going to start a brand new section. It's not going to keep floating and add appending to the column. It's got a separate row on its own. Okay, let's make this color for the text. Let's make it grey. DD. And the text, align, center, split the American way. And that's all I want for my declaration block there. That should finish it off. Okay. Right, now let's start using it. So I've declared my different types of applications. I'm going to start using it. Now the first thing you do is let the browser know you've divided the screen into a section. Div, that's an ID selector, so ID equals wrapper. Wrapper defines that you're going to stay within the restricted area. I'll start the wrapper there, and I'm going to finish off the wrapper here. It's going to get very confusing now because I'm dividing the pages using the div command, and the closed div is going to have to match the opening div, but there'll be so many different closed divs you're going to get confused. So you're going to have to indent here to make sure you understand where it all belongs. So I'm going to start another div. ID equals, now I'm doing the column left. Okay, and here I'll put some text. I'll put in then. Oh, actually, what am I doing? Should do the title first, shouldn't I? Or the header. The header. So start there, and I have the header as well. Let's make it H1. It's a HTML tag. I have the header 1. I'll call it Adelaide United Football Club. Okay, there you go. Finish off my HTML tag header 1, and I'm going to finish off this division. So every opening div must have a closing div. This is where it gets confusing. There's a closing div there, the closing div there. That one belongs to the wrapper. This one belongs to the header. Okay, next line. Okay, so div ID. This will be to the column left section that I've defined. And in here I'm typing something like whatever you type here will appear to the left. Okay, let's finish off that block there, the divided block there. Okay, let's start a new one. Div, this section of text, whatever I type here, ID, we're going to follow the rules of column. Now call it center, the Australian way. That's the name of unit. So, sorry, that's not Australian. That's Australian way. That's the name of unit. So make sure it matches up with this. Okay, I decided to give Australian spelling there, but I've got American spelling in the CSS. I don't have a choice there. It's got to be American spelling. Okay, so that's the name of unit. Column center. Whatever you do here will appear in the center. Okay. Right, and that's the end of that block of text. That's the end of that division. Okay, another one. Div ID equals column. Yeah. Oh, well done. Just put it wrong over here, no. So the column, column there, column right. Okay, and I'll type in here whatever you do here, whether it's text or pictures or videos, will appear on the right. And division there. Okay, to finish off this example here, div ID, we got the footer left. Footer ID selector, and I'll type in here by a fan. How's that? By a fan. And finish off the div there. Okay, and that should do it, I reckon. Let's have a look at it. So if everything goes fine, it should work. Let's save it. File, save as. I call this one CSS 6 HTML. Okay, save, and it's all looking good there. Color coded automatically. Let's run it on Chrome. And there it is, and there are errors because it's not what I want. There's things missing. Actually, I've got the top. What's missing? The background color is missing, and the grey down the bottom. Okay, so something wrong there. I need to sort out to see what's going on. Okay, one of the things I can see, I just spell this properly. So background color. Save this, refresh this, and that's looking better. Okay, still not what I want. Okay, this doesn't look right. I've got to put a footer there. So footer. I've got to put quotation into that. Let's save that to see if it's what I want. Yes, there it is. Okay, so that's what it looks like. I've got my header there, to the left there, to the right, to the center there, to the right here. I've got a footer, and it works. The colors work the way I want. Thank you for watching.